This video shows you how to extract lineage data from ClickView and ClickSense sources and display them in your ClickCloud tenant. Open the ClickLineage connector and create a new project. In the project name field, insert a name. When done, click Save. Now you need to add a target to tell ClickLineage connector where you would like to send the contents. Click the Add QCS Target button. In the Name field, add a name. In the Tenant URL field, add the URL of the tenant in which you want to send the data. In the API Key Name field, add the label for the API key name, and then add the API key that you've previously created in the ClickCloud Tenant Management Console. In the space name, add the name of the space in the tenant where you want to send the data nodes links. In this example, we've created a space called PM-demo in our ClickCloud tenant. And this is the space that we add in the space name field. When done, click the Validate button. The ClickLineage connector will check that you have a connection to the tenant and check that the API key is correct. When done, click Save. Now that the target has been created, you can create a connection. Click the Connector tab and then click the New Connector button. A list of all available connectors will be displayed. In this example, we would like to connect to the ClickView documents stored in this folder. Select the ClickView connector and enter the system ID and system name. Insert the server name. When done, click Save. Once you've created the connection, add a new rule. The rules are needed to define what to include in the ClickLineage connector. Enter a name, and then enter the path where the ClickView files are located. Here's where we stored them for this example. Since this is a small environment, we are going to include everything in one rule, but you can create multiple rules for larger environments. Select the Scan Subfolder checkbox to include all the subfolders. In the Include Filter field, we are going to type *QVW. This will include all the documents with a QVW extension. You may also have the option to add exclude filters. For example, if you have some backup documents, you can exclude them by adding backup as a filter. Check the Create Link in ClickCloud checkbox. By doing this, these assets will be displayed in your ClickCloud tenant. When done, click Save Rule. Now select the Scheduler tab. In the Scheduler, you define how frequently you would like to update this information. You can schedule it on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. But in this case, we click the Play button to run the job manually. When done, we open the space in ClickCloud and we can see that we now have 4 different applications. Click on the 3 dots icon in one of the apps and select Impact Analysis. And now you have the lineage view of your data. In this way, you can see the origin of the database table. The process is similar if you want to extract lineage data from ClickSense sources and display them in your ClickCloud tenant. Click the Connector tab and then click the New Connector button. Select the ClickSense connector. Insert the system ID and system name. Add the QRS location. You can obtain it by adding the address of your ClickCloud tenant followed by the port 4242 and then /QRS. You can do the same for the engine location. This time you have to add the port 4747 to your Qlik Cloud tenant address. Add the server name. In the data path field, add the path to the shared persistence folder. Then you have to point to the location where you've previously exported the client certificate. Test the connection to verify that you have the connection with the Qlik Sense engine and also that your users have read the permissions to the folder. When done, click Save. Now you can create a new rule. Enter a name. Then you can include streams, tags, or application IDs. You can also exclude applications. In this case, we have this stream in Qlik Sense, so we are going to use the stream name. When done, check the Create Link in Qlik Cloud checkbox. When done, click Save Rule. Now select the Scheduler tab. Here you have the job that has just been created. In this case, we click the play button to run the job manually. When done, we open the space in Qlik Cloud and you can see that you now have the Qlik Sense application here. As before, by clicking on the three dots in the app and selecting Impact Analysis, you can see the lineage view of your data. And that concludes this video. Thanks for watching.